Okay, cool. So here's the power intro. The power intro is so money for your demos. So you're going to want to get out your manuals so you can write this in here. Okay, I'm going to grab them real quick. So power intro, you may have heard on Aaron Luden's message from SLC, which is really great, or it's on Vector Connect, I mean. But the power intro is going to make or break your demos. You set up your whole demo. You set up your closing. You set up the feel of the demo. Everything is set up by your power intro, okay? And in life, we call it pre-framing, okay? I learned this as well, where anytime you go into a tough conversation or a tough moment or anything, if you pre-frame it ahead of time, it's going to make it go so much better. So if you have a very tough conversation with someone you care about, letting them know, hey, I'm really you let them know, like, what's going to happen, how you feel, and all that. So it's like, hey, I'm really uncomfortable to have this conversation with you. I've been worrying about this for like a week, and I know we have to have this conversation, but it's so important to me, and I just really need to talk to you about this. Cool? Okay, so like you handle, I'm nervous. You handle, I don't want to have this conversation. You handle, hey, this is going to be really important to have this conversation. And then when you get really good at pre-framing and setting things up, your conversations and your relationships and your demos go so much better. So your power intro is going to be your way of basically setting up your demo to make them feel really great, to take all the pressure off them that they don't have to buy, but to also set them up to think big that they are going to buy a lot without having any pressure. It's a really cool way of setting it up. So what you're going to do is in the beginning on page 1, all you do is you add a few concepts, okay? And every time I say it, it's a little bit different. But the whole point is this handles any of your concerns, right? Have you ever been worried at the end of a demo that someone was going to think Cutco is too expensive, right? Have you ever thought at the end of a demo, like, worried about if they even want it, right? Have you ever like had the awkward like feel throughout the demo that they said no on the phone and they even told you in the beginning, I'm not going to buy. On the phone, they said they weren't going to buy. But then throughout the demo, you're like trying to stay enthusiastic, even though they like said they weren't going to buy. But you're like, I know you're going to buy and you're going to want to buy, but like, I'm pretending like I didn't hear you that you weren't going to buy, but even though most of them still buy. So the power intro relieves everybody of all the worry, all the stress, and it sets you up for a huge order. Okay. So on page 1, all you do, okay, I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to go into dissect it, and then I'll have you guys give a few notes. So on page 1, where it says transition to the demo, it says, like I said on the phone, you don't have to get anything. But if you see something you like, you can get it today. Not only would you be getting a great product, you'd be helping me out too. Okay? That line, here's how you elaborate in a power intro. Okay, and then we'll break down the notes of what I'm actually saying. So with the power intro, you get to this point and you go, okay, Mrs. Jones. Okay, so like I said on the phone, you don't have to buy anything. Okay, Mrs. Jones, you are off the hook. There's no pressure. I get credit just for being here, so no pressure to buy anything today. However, at the end, you're going to want to buy everything. Cutco is freaking awesome. It's forever guaranteed, American made. It is ridiculously good. So at the end, like all my customers, everybody loves it and wants it. And many people spend thousands of dollars on Cutco. We have plenty of people in the office who've had orders over $5,000. So at the end, when you feel like buying, there's no pressure though. Okay, just remember, I'm not a Boy Scout selling popcorn. Okay, you're not just helping me out. All right, Cutco is way too expensive to buy just to help me out. But like all your friends, and you can see my thermometer here, everybody typically buys. But again, there's zero pressure. So I'm very excited for this demo. I know on the phone you said you weren't going to buy. So again, you don't have to. But everybody eats and everybody loves the product. So we're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of fun today. And at the end, I'm very excited to see whatever you want, but no pressure. Okay? Fair enough, Mrs. Jones? Awesome. Okay. And then you go into it. So
okay, you lost me after
yes,
the Boy Scout part.
Right. So here's it. Every time I say it, it's going to be different. So, but here's the main concepts. Okay. The main concepts you want to make sure in there. If you're a girl, I'm not a Girl Scout selling Cookies? Or if you're a boy, I'm not a Boy Scout, so I'm popcorn. Cutco is way too expensive to buy just to help me out, right? You guys ever go to a demo and you feel like bad? Oh no, they're responding because they're helping you out. No, they're not. There's a $10 friend and family rule of them helping you out for like, again, like Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts or a gold card for football or like borrowing you $10 for gas or something. They're not going to spend 1,000 hours to help you. Okay, let's get over ourselves here. All right. So it's real important to set that up. So at the end, they don't feel like, oh, am I just buying this to help Mariah out? No, they're buying it because you want it. Then also making sure they know everybody buys and everybody wants it at the end. Because have you guys honestly, realistically ever honestly had someone not interested in the product? Like they didn't want anything and they didn't like it. Like everybody loves it. Everybody wants it. Even if they don't buy, they still want it. Okay? So you just set them up for that. You also set them up for big orders. So if you have a personal example, which I purposely didn't use because not everyone has a $5,000 order, I'm able to say I've had over a $6,000 order before. You can say, yeah, a lot of people in the office have had $5,000 orders because we have. There's like 6 of us in the office that have had orders over $5,000. So you can say that. So then it sets them up at the end like, holy cow, this stuff is going to be really expensive. So you set that up. And then also when they get to the Wusthof and they're like, oh, $4,000. Oh, here it is. Here it comes, the $4,000 set. And they're like, oh, $1,300. That's it. Oh, okay. Wow. Wow. I do really want this. So setting them up that Cutco is going to be expensive. And then also setting them up that there's no pressure. There is zero pressure to buy. But you're not going to stop them when they want to buy everything at the end. Okay? So those are some main concepts. I'll say it again, but you'll notice it's going to be different because it just kind of flows. It kind of flows each time. And I don't want this to be scripted. I don't want you guys to be like, so Mrs. Jones, you're going to want everything. And, I want you guys to have a power intro with confidence and enthusiasm. So I'll say it again. So transitioning into the demo. Okay, Mrs. Jones, like I said on the phone, you don't have to buy anything. Okay, you are off the hook. All right, Cutco is way too expensive to buy just to help me out. It's not uncommon for someone to spend thousands of dollars on Cutco. Now, I'm not a Girl Scout selling cookies, so you're not just helping me to buy at the end, but just know everybody loves it and wants it at the end. So even though you're off the hook and you said no on the phone, I totally get it. I get credit just for being here. However, I'm not going to stop you if you want to buy a ton of stuff at the end, and transitioning into the rest of the line. But if you see something you like, you can get it today. Not only would you be getting a great product, you'd be helping me out too. So thanks again for your time today. And at the end, if you're lucky, you can fill in your name and some colors here, just like all my other customers have to help me get to my goal. Boom. All right. You guys get the concept? Should I say it again? Got it?
One thing to note
Yeah.
is his body language as well. You're not just sitting there like,
all right.
Yeah, I'm
not
a Boy Scout selling popcorn or a Girl Scout selling. No, you're like, Cutco's way too expensive, right? You do not have to buy it. There's zero pressure, right? Having that body language, it really is a game changer. Yeah,
body language. And that's what's called mirroring and matching, right? Are you the thermostat or the thermometer in your demos, right? Are you feeding off them and them being like uncomfortable? Or you like being unsure if they're going to buy? Like a thermometer, you're like reacting to your environment, or are you the thermostat coming in, bringing the energy, bringing your best self? By the way, be yourself. Some of you are more reserved than others, but be your version of yourself on the demo, right? Like you're going to be a different Tori at a funeral, be a different Tori at Kusa. You're going to be a different Tori with your family. You're going to be a different Tori with college friends. So just know you want to be your best self on the demos. And when you do a power intro and when you set your tone, this sets the thermostat for the demo. You turn the temperature up to a buying atmosphere, exciting atmosphere, which gives you so much more excitement on the demo because you're more excited going through the pieces because you told them they don't have to buy and they know it. So there's no like little voice in the back of your mind going, well, I hope I'm not being too forward on them, or I hope they don't think I'm trying to be pushy, or I hope they don't think it's too expensive at the end. No, Power intro handles that. So confidence, enthusiasm, body language, set the tone for your demo. The power intro changes everything. So